Lil Durk was usually not around when India's most wild moments were recorded, but once, while she was sitting next to her companion,
It's my life.
When Lil Durk's wife warned the rapper about not returning her calls, she made this bold assertion.
Ignoring her calls.
If you don't call back and say, man, you want your victim. Hey, you think I'm gonna bring them?
Reparation. India goes wild after declaring her liberation on Twitter, with Lil Durk in jail. The first reports of these instances are beginning to surface online. Lil Durk's girlfriend publicly declares cheat days, in contrast to other rappers. The two of them haven't always had it easy, since Lil Durk has been embroiled in multiple controversies with other women. However, he was lucky to have a day one girlfriend who had been with him for a long time before he became famous. Royale is not a saint either, and some of her more egregious behaviors have been captured on camera, sitting next to her lover. The model and YouTube lifestyle vlogger once shocked viewers by revealing their romance. India goes on to state that cheating is possible, but only on vacation days.
It's my life. My cheat day.
More of these incidents are beginning to surface online. First, and India responds by going all out on Twitter after declaring her liberation. Right now, Lil Durk is incarcerated. Unlike other rappers, Lil Durk's girl isn't afraid to declare cheat days. Although it hasn't always been sunshine and flowers, Lil Durk was lucky to have a girl from his first day of dating who stayed with him for a long time before he became well known, has been embroiled in several arguments with other women. Some of the more egregious things that the Indian Royale has done have been captured on camera, so she is not flawless either. When the model and YouTube lifestyle YouTuber revealed their romance while seated next to her spouse, it shocked her fans. The topic of cheating is then brought up in India, but only during days off.
Diet.
That's the only time that I cheat my diet.
India begins to stammer, but Durk saves her by jokingly admitting that it was about food. He then gives his fiancée a hug as she continues to address her audience behind the camera, refusing to be captivated by his on-screen PDA. Though most commenters thought Lil Durk's reaction to the joke was not romantic and only revealed insecure simps, some fans who are familiar with India's diet from her YouTube vlogs quickly learned about it and showered the couple with praise and emojis. A reader commented, "My favorite couple is the fact that y'all are delusional in the comments if you didn't hear her say she cheats on her diet and adds another. Because this is an early grave, women shun men like this. Lil Durk had a child with another lady a few years prior while dating India, so some fans found it difficult to believe that he was cheating on her. Others thought the rapper was overreacting since his girl said cheat. According to a different poster, he might deal with her cheating by holding a fictitious gun to her head. One person claims that she really cannot use the word cheat girl at all. India was not lying about cheating, according to a fan's other comments. I present to you the mystery man, who was included in one of India's camera moments that caused viewers to react in the most strange ways. It's likely that I'm not even kidding. March 2023 saw Durk and his leading woman part up, but like with other splits, it was short-lived. Instead, all eyes were on India, who lived freely and made more connections after Durk was off the charts. The model was spotted lounging in a pool in just a swimsuit in one of the photos she shared following the breakup, but that wasn't what viewers noticed. In her post, India included a male standing right behind her, holding the phone for a charming selfie while half closing his eyes. People were wondering about the possible new boyfriend in her life shortly after the post was released by media sources. Fans of India and Lil Durk's romance quickly commented on the photo, as was to be anticipated. Some said that the two were simply best friends, while others said that India had every right to move on if she wanted her remarks to be seen. Since Durk no longer felt the same way about LW, she moved on. He is not so enigmatic. As for some of Lil Durk's loyalists, they added that India looked basic without the rapper in her life, and that he could also move on with other women as she did. They wrote, "These are the reasons why she started looking mid as soon as they broke up, because he can get two more like her." Why would he care? She will be forgotten soon and start throwing shade when he gets a new boyfriend. She is famous because of him, so her business will flourish, but without his super status attached to it, she will feel it. Unfortunately, this sentiment is coming at a time when Durk and India have solidified their romance and when the rapper is in a lot of trouble. Controversial comedians and blunt online speak, or Charleston White, weigh in on the future of the couple's romance. Before delving into why the feds are in Lil Durk's review and him being in jail, let's hear what Charleston thinks India would do.
So what is Durk's girlfriend India? What does she do?
Man, the next with some money. He left you a little money. She ain't got to worry about being loyal to him. Go take her.
Stipulated that a man would volunteer to be India's answer anytime she became bored. The comic even went so far as to mock Durk by saying that his fiancée would find him to be the perfect elderly man. Charleston continued by saying that he cares for his child with her, but he didn't stop there. The comic implied that after being upset by her girlfriends, India would cheat with someone from the OTF record label, which Lil Durk founded.
She gonna try to play tough and just bulldiger. You know, play bulldiger. But shit, somebody gonna sneak and get that. You lying to me. Yeah, somebody from the label.
Has always had a backup guy that she often turned to after her breakup with Lil Durk, according to the comedian's theory. He says the rapper doesn't know this man, but he's there and will soon assist India. Many admirers agreed that Lil Durk's fiancé would become distant and remind them of the man who made her his wallpaper if he is imprisoned for his subsequent conviction. This garnered media attention last year when an OTF member shared a video demonstrating his friend's actions. Using Lil Durk's lover as his backdrop, the OTF affiliate even chose a picture of her posing in an outfit with a low neckline that eliminated any possibility that Charleston would end up becoming Time Will Tell, of course. But as of right now, neither India nor Lil Durk have addressed her predictions of cheating. The OTF founder and 5 other individuals were charged by authorities with plotting to assassinate rival Quando Rondo in vengeance for King Von's murder, and the rapper has been detained in Florida's Broward County Jail since October. ASA Houston's court filings state that these 5 guys killed Quandu's cousin, El Pay after leaving him in Los Angeles. In addition to being charged with murder immediately, Lil Durk has been charged with 2 other crimes. If convicted, he and his detained gang might be imprisoned for the rest of their lives, according to reports, where India is not included. Her actions throughout their time apart may provide the greatest explanations. The Indian Royale does an amazing job twerking on her birthday. In India, she rarely makes news on the internet, but when she does, it's generally loud. After a public split with her spouse in 2023, the YouTube vlogger hosted a lavish birthday celebration and shared a video on her Instagram story to give her followers a peek into her day. India seemed like she was twerking at a loudly music-filled all-girls bar while her friends strode her body and offered encouragement. Her body-clinging all-white outfit had side cuts that showed off parts of her skin.
Body and egged her on.
Fans immediately joined in with their thoughts on the allegedly unsuccessful affair as soon as the video was posted. According to several remarks, India suffered a serious decline following her relationship with Lil Durk, and she was criticized for her erratic and disorganized behavior. Durk should move on, champ. I thought she was more refined than this. Her admirers in India claimed that she was simply enjoying herself, and this video proves that. One fan posted on Twitter, well, he said earlier that it's been over, and to stop associating his name with hers, expressing what fans assume Lil Durk was thinking at the time. At the time, a lot of people thought India was finished because this was the first time she was publicly shaking her butt to demonstrate that they were genuine, even if you guys are the strange ones who kept it going. In response to her twerking video, the model, speaking truth to power, admitted that she had only gotten a taste of the streets. This time, India was shown lip-syncing to the voiceover that was playing in the background, rather than dancing or going crazy while loud music blasted from the speakers. India's response to the query was, when you get a taste of the streets,
I ain't coming home, I hate home, never. I hate home.
India was still in love with Lil Durk at the moment, as evidenced by the lack of support for her connection with him on X. Some even said that she already had a hard time living on the streets. The individual quipped, if you miss Durk, then say that because you've been talking entirely too much about how you enjoy being single, you know you aren't done with him. Haha, the model was free and single before the online drama that questioned India's contentment without Durk, according to a second commenter. India implied that her happily ever after romance with the rapper had ended in several of her tweets. Has she given an explanation? The Deep Thoughts rapper Durk, who has 6 children from different women, startled followers with a post in which he talked about becoming a father to another boy. Followers who were following along will recall that it all started when the YouTuber stayed mute throughout it all. Lil Durk didn't conveniently explain why the marriage broke up, but many people believe it was because of his infidelity. As an alternative, he lavished India with praise and declared his love for her, claiming that she had a minor part in it. Because I discussed it honestly and didn't pay attention to her suffering when she became pregnant again, she was a good girl who had a good husband. She was also known as a fat mom. I'm not perfect, but I'm for you, and I love you, and I'm all for you, he continued, implying that the artist went one step further and begged her to come back to him. Listen, you, Willow, and Big Sky, aside from all of my kids, saved my life after we got back together. I will save us in the midst of the chaos, but I will just adore her till she is exhausted. It was a real, unpaid love affair. Lil Durk's ex-girlfriend and baby mom, Travana Craig, who he had a child with, called him out, claiming he was a deadbeat father to his son and that he was just a joker who enjoyed stirring up trouble online. You mentioned having another son, but you haven't yet kept your word to our son, according to her message. Let's use the internet since you like it, and I've respected you and your family enough to give you the attention you desire today. I'm over your clown. Jokes. Let's just say that India acts mature even when the man she is dating is behaving sultry in response to this type of scandal surrounding him. Because of Lil Durk's actions, she and he have taken irregular pauses since they began dating. After announcing her status as a free agent in 2022, India unfollowed her fiancé on social media. Although they were able to patch things up with fans who applauded their advancements, there were allegations that Lil Durk had cheated on India. Neither of them offered an explanation for what had happened. India and Lil Durk re-entered troubled waters in April 2024 after an online exchange, which fueled breakup rumors. When Lil Durk posted a tweet about loyalty, India replied, "Label me with the voice only in a video. Don't give titles any thought if you're with me, dude." India sent a follow-up tweet shortly after, stating, "Phone taken literally back outside. I am also a dog." Though fans know that India and Lil Durk will always be linked to one another like Bonnie and Clyde, regardless of what they say or how much they dispute, I still want to alter him. Durk cancels his fiance's show no matter how many times India goes awry. The couple's online discussions of beginning a family in the traditional manner in October 2021 sent fans into a frenzy. In a tweet, Lil Durk talked of marrying India and having a son. Their daughter is called Willow. He explained, "She asked me what I want for my birthday, and I told her that I want a son and for us to get married." India later commented on her boo tweet, adding, "You can have whatever you like." In front of thousands of people at the United Center in his hometown of Chicago, Lil Durk proposed to her a few weeks later. Lil Durk serenaded his girlfriend on the stage by singing the 2018 song, India, Part 2. India joined him on stage as planned, but she turned to go as soon as Lil Durk distracted her with something else.
You can hold me down, also you better read this to me.
Since the audience cheered and enjoyed the devotion, they were not disappointed. She replied, "Yes," when the rapper requested, "Be my wife, India," at the conclusion, and then she fell into the arms of her beloved. This memorable moment for the pair prompted people to congratulate them, while friends and relatives on the enormous stage continued to yell. Though some admirers refused to see the bright side, the majority of replies on the internet indicated that many people had hoped that their courtship would culminate in marriage. A prenuptial agreement was expressly brought up by one admirer who advised the rapper to get one given the fate of well-known couples who ended up splitting. The fans brought up Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, whose divorce settlement with his ex-wife Mackenzie Scott reached billions of dollars, making his ex-wife the richest woman in the world at the time, with a net worth of over $62 billion. Additional example cited in the fans article was Dr. Dre, who was not eligible for spousal maintenance and was forced by the court to give up $100 million after his divorce from Nicole Young. Additionally, the court ordered his ex-wife to leave with houses and luxury goods. But India and her leading man appeared to be unaffected by any of these notions. They're firm by professing their affection online and behind the camera. The same year they proposed, Lil Durk really refuted breakup rumors. The couple assured admirers that everything was alright before rumors started to circulate. A video that the Shade Room reshared showed the couple kissing before ending the performance, teasing the skeptics. To add fuel to the fire, Durk unfollowed India on social media, and India deleted all of the Chicago rapper's images from her Instagram profile, as CIA fans had seen. Lil Durk's promotion of his girlfriend's interest is driving the internet wild, even if he isn't blogging about her. "I want us to break up so bad," Durk declares. As he displays the stacks of dollar notes, Durk claims that his girlfriend is genuine and provides her $100,000 in cash in yet another instance of internet deception. The rapper wrote, "India mean LOL 100K for being 100." During his appearance on Drake's Certified Lover Boy album, the Chicago native dropped some bars on the song "In the Bible," leaving listeners to wonder about his relationship with India. In the rapper's line, India Royale Cosmetics are mentioned. "All I'm doing is promoting my Drake song. Make 1 billion streams. Without a doubt, I'm merely promoting her." A fan vents shortly after the song's release, accusing Lil Durk of being a lover boy who felt compelled to include India in his song. Lil Durk still got me weak in the middle of the song. He simply says, "India Royale Cosmetics. I'm just promoting my Drake songs doing big streams for sure. I'm just promoting her." This has nothing to do with the song that the boy wanted. To put his girl on the fans' post, but given the pace that Durk has set in his affairs with India, many people are left wondering what his future holds now that he is in the police net. As previously mentioned, the rapper was arrested in October while calling for loyalty, romance, and friendship in a number of his songs, and according to court documents and online sources, Lil Durk was snitched on by that one person he called a friend. OTF Jam, a member of his record label, had reported the way the crew operated. OTF Jam, who once praised Lil Durk for giving him a head start following a 12-year sentence he served, had been wearing a wire throughout his time with the group. OTF Jam had been convicted of a shooting that happened in 2010, but he was finally released in 2022. Once he got out, Lil Durk handed $50,000 to him. The rapper willingly accepted him into the OTF crew. Little did he know that the newcomer would expose him to the feds. Whack 100 told DJ Vlad that the snitch did not intend to turn against Lil Durk until he caught a gun charge after his release in 2022.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually he.
Durk is responsible for placing a bounty on those he wanted dead, according to court filings. Cash for record deals and other favors was given to those who carried out these commands. Even though Quando Rondo was the target of the men who kill, OTF Jam found that L. Durk was guilty for the 2022 murder of Quando's cousin El Po. Losing the honorary key to the village of Broadview was the first significant setback Lil Durk faced following his imprisonment. After hearing of his arrest, the city's officials promptly distanced themselves from the Chicago native, and Mayor Katrina Thompson stated in a statement that the city was terminating its collaboration with L. Durk's non-governmental organization. Even when he ran into someone else and shot someone else, L. Durk's opponent suffered serious injuries. Durk has now been fired on over 2 felony counts connected to the shootings more than 2 years later. Lil Durk's lady is one person who has supported him through all of his highs and lows. India hasn't publicly voiced her thoughts on the situation, but the model has done what any loyal girlfriend would do. India gave up her flawless beauty trick to show up in court appearing sober and real in the photo that went viral online. Supporters unanimously agreed that L. Durk is incredibly lucky to have her in his life. She is a real one. Most would have left their man, several remarks said. She's simply a kind person. If I ever find a bid standing by her guy, you must hold me if you wish to keep me. Since they maintained that any devoted girlfriend would support their partner in times of need, some admirers didn't find India's gesture to be noteworthy. Did you anticipate that I would be present at the court instead of her? One fan wrote, "That's her man, baby." Others simply remained pessimistic, claiming that a port's display would not be sustained for very long. Replied, "Let's see if she will stick with him during this difficult time with the differences in opinions." Despite breakups, makeovers, and show-offs, Lil Durk and India's romance has lasted over time. According to the court, Lil Durk might spend a significant amount of time, possibly even his entire life, in prison if convicted. India's backing for him has reignited the hopes of his supporters. Due to her relationship with the rapper, the model has gained more recognition, and her online activities have brought in a lot of traffic. Fans could not help but connect the two even when they were separated, but they have now come to understand that India is her forte and has remained faithful to someone like Lil Durk. Please click the card that appears on the screen if you like this material and don't want to miss any more recent videos.